It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA at Heinz Field. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Rodgers on the return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing. Brissett. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot. On that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Brissett. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
A gain of 7.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Brissett. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. In a wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's a jet sweep. This is Pittman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
They're on the tackle.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
First down, Brissett. And he'll find Hall. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Out of bounds at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. They run with Hines. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Brissett now. The toss here completed to Pittman. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. They give to Taylor. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback laying on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced a dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
And he pushed it. Pushed it from short distance, wide right. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd and 11. Geis. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 42 yards. first here on their opening drive. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Colts nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the side.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Colts.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Brissett. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
His kick is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
Ties the game at 7. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Intercepted by...
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor, 35 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch. And you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And he knocks it through.
That ties the game at 14. Chris Boswell to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 3rd down, Brissett. Flushed out right. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. First and 10, Taylor now. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7, and the Colts first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Off to Geis on the screen. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
There he is.
Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
The score, Steelers 21. Colts.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
He's brought down.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Pick up on the play. First down, Indianapolis.
A first down throw for Brissett. He'll get this one to Pittman. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Complete.
It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. They'll run on first down. Hines. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts.
A gain of
as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 22, Brissett. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side taken in by Pittman. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
The tackle made by Devin.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Roberto Sanchez to kick off.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. 20! And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster. 63 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Steelers 28. Colts 14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Rodgers on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
At the 31-yard line.
They run once more with Taylor. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Brings up third and inches.
Now Taylor. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around? Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at their own 23. And he's got room. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30. 10. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. So he nearly took it. The distance gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
A 4-yard loss.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Geis with a carry on second down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the...
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Steelers 42, Colts 14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Rodgers on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now...
Accelerating, and off he goes.
What you doing out there,
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
25-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check. Watch the edge.
They start on the ground with Geis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
He was brought to no gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 40. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
His pass.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Eason's pass.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
At the 22-yard line.
They go play action with Eason. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun is Eason. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd down. Here's Eason. And his throw here's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. He's got Burton here. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
At the 21-yard line.
Here's Eason off the play fake. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. From the gun, Eason toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Eason eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Intended target that time, Desmond Patman. But now it's 3rd and goal. And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown.
Number 13, T.Y.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Cameron Sutton on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start, and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship.
It's the veteran Justin Houston who got in there to make the stop. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They stay on the ground. Geis again. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
The ball carrier.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Trying to power it ahead with Watt. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
From the gun, Eason. And he'll find Pittman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
A 28-yard gain. 1st down, Indianapolis.
First and 10, Eason. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. T.J. Watt in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Like 20. Double tight. Even. 4 down. Even. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Today's final score.